Okay, so it's Sunday morning in Krakow. We haven't heard anything from Mike yet about the car. We don't know if he's looking for garages. I doubt he's going to find anybody today to be able to sort the car, so we're probably stuck here until tomorrow, but we'll see what he sends through. It's quite early in the morning. What time is it, Rach?
What about me?
Quarter past 10, so it's not late. We were up early, got breakfast and kind of got out. And yeah, we're in Krakow and we're down by the river Wisła, and you got some boats down here, which you can get like beers and drinks on. We're next to Wawel Castle. Yeah, it's really cool. And we haven't been here for a long time, probably over 10 years. Rachel and I actually spent a summer here. We have friends in Krakow, and well, we had friends. I don't know if they're still here actually, to be honest. I mean, with the breakdown and stuff, it hasn't been very easy to sort of like do what we were normally going to do here. So basically, yeah, we were here for like a summer, weren't we? Like 2009 or 2008, can't remember. Yeah, and we lived further up the river, so we used to walk around the river, so that kind of bends up round up there, and we lived kind of in an apartment building with some friends about 45 minutes walk up that way. And yeah, for a whole summer we just sort of hung around this city and went to places on the train like Prague and Budapest and Vienna and places like that, and Gdańsk, Zakopane, which is like a nice ski resort near here and is really nice in the summer as well. Yeah, I mean, we had some great times here, and we wanted to bring Emily and Chloe back to see here because they've never been here. And yeah, so we're gonna try, and it's a bit cloudy, it might rain today. There's potentially sort of like thunderstorm warnings, so hopefully it won't be too bad. But yeah, we're hoping to hear some news today. But I think we're probably going to be delayed by at least a day, getting the car fixed tomorrow. So driving on to like Slovakia, Romania, we might be delayed maybe by another night. So let's see what happens. Like to be optimistic, but we're kind of completely in the hands of somebody who offered to help. So I doubt we would have done much better trying to find somebody ourselves. So yeah, so we're really appreciative to Mike for all his help. Yeah, so we're going to sort of try and hang around here today, have a look at the sites, try and do as much as we can, have as much of a normal day out that we were planning to do here, and then hope that we hear some news about maybe a booking for the car either later today, which I don't think will happen because I don't think there'll be any parts available, and maybe not even a garage is available. But hopefully tomorrow, and if we can get the car done sort of early-ish and be away, we should be on track, but we're probably going to get delayed. Anyway, let's spend a day out in Krakow for the moment. have stopped for a refreshment in the market square. So this is the main market square in Krakow. We're in like a cool little like kind of restaurant bar, like one of the outdoor ones that are in the market square. There's even a Domino's Pizza sort of beer area over there, which you wouldn't see in the UK for certain, would you? Emily is going to have some blackcurrant juice, I think. And what are you having again? You're having a Pepsi Max, no beer. Yeah, why don't you have a beer? You don't want a beer. I'm the only one who wants a beer. Chloe, you having a beer? No. What are you having? You having an orange? Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's a really nice, cool place. You've got like loads of these sort of bar, restaurant type things all the way around the edge of the market square. Currently it is not raining, it's a little bit cloudy, but it's a nice sort of 21 degrees. It's about like it's a really nice temperature, nice and cool. It's been on and off sunny, cloudy, but I think it's going to rain and maybe a thunderstorm later on today, so maybe from 3. So we're just trying to make the most of the dry weather at the moment. We still haven't heard anything from Mike. I haven't chased him because it's a bit of sort of a Sunday, so I don't really want to sort of chase him for him to like try and find somebody, because I'm guessing there won't be many places open today. But hopefully we'll hear something, and maybe he's already arranged something, I don't know. But we're really good if we can get on our way again on Monday at least. That would be great. But it's possible that we might not get on our way till Tuesday now. But let's see what happens. But yeah, we're going to make the most of the day. We went down to the river earlier. We're now looking around the market square area, the main part of the old town. And yeah, it's good to be back and see the old place and see what's changed. Quite a lot's changed. There's a lot more sort of touristy shops, I think, now than what there was. It was very touristy before. I think we worked out we hadn't been here for 13 years. Pretty much. Once we bought the house in Bulgaria, we probably never came back here, which was a shame, because we were mainly travelling to Bulgaria and doing Bulgaria, and we hadn't really thought about coming this route. This is the first time that we've driven this route, so yeah, it's good that in fact it was Mike had posted something up on one of the expat groups, and he said that it's really good to come this route because you can get your car fixed and if you have any issues, and I remember seeing that and thinking, yeah, why don't we go the Poland route? I don't think it's much longer than the other route through Hungary and Austria. So, yeah, I mean, I think the tolls are probably similar as well, because you do need 2 vignettes, I think, for Slovakia and Hungary, which you would need anyway, and Romania, obviously, and Bulgaria too. So anyway, we're going to have a beer. I'm going to have a beer and try and relax for a bit and see if we hear anything about the car. Okay, we're back at the hotel room in Krakow. We had some dinner in the mall, and Mike contacted me and he said that he has arranged for us to go to, I think it's like a 24-hour garage. Now, I don't think they're going to be able to do anything tonight because, again, they need the parts. He has told them it's urgent. So what I'm going to be doing is meeting the mechanic at the garage at 6 p.m. It's about, what time now? Is it 3? 3:15 now. So we've got a little bit of time. We're just debating what we want to take out of the car and what we want to leave in there. We don't know these guys, and Mike doesn't know these guys, and I'm sure they're fine, but we'll probably take some of our stuff out of the car, like maybe laptop or something, you know. I'm sure they're fine. I mean, it's just a precaution. And then what we might do is put like some of the dirty washing that we got and stuff in the car, because there'd probably be basically only washing in the car then, and clothes in our suitcase. And yeah, so, you know, then we'll take the risk that that stuff's fine with the car, and hopefully the car doesn't go. We may take the documents for the car out of the car probably as well, so they don't have like the registration documents, stuff like that. It's all just belt and braces stuff. I don't want to be mistrusting, but both Mike and I don't know them, so they do have good reviews, so that'll be good, hopefully. And he's told them it's urgent and that we need like both wheel bearings done. So we're going to have the right hand side, which is the one that's making the noise, and the left hand side, which I think is making a ringing noise. I get the feeling that when you start hearing that ringing noise, you should sort of then replace the bearing. And I think that's where the mistake was, that we probably have heard that ringing noise before and we haven't replaced it. So we weren't even aware it was a wheel bearing, were we? We were thinking, oh, could it be a dodgy belt? You know, it wasn't quite. It was kind of like a rubbing sound, wasn't it? And we just thought it might be a belt or something. We're not sure. Anyway, you know what it's like. If you're not a mechanic, it's probably not as easy to work out what's going on with your car. Anyway, so it's now 3:15. We've got to try and get the car ready. It's got bad weather at the moment here, so we were out and about today and it wasn't too bad, but just looking out the window, the rain I think has started, so don't know if you can see. I mean, it's still sort of, well, it is raining, but that's the car park outside. I parked in the car park below the hotel, which has a very steep ramp, so I'm hoping that won't exacerbate the problem. It seemed okay because I kind of went up it to reverse into the space, so I think it'll be fine. I think I can get up it. But yeah, I'm going to drop it off at this garage at 6 o'clock, and then it will be all about whether we can continue journey as planned. So we were meant to be staying at this hotel tonight anyway, and we were meant to be leaving tomorrow at like say 9 a.m. maybe about 8 a.m. You know, we weren't sure exactly, but our whole plan was to try and get to Cluj in Romania for like late evening, maybe 8-9 o'clock in the evening, you know, maybe getting in tonight. And that may not be possible now, so we don't know. I mean, we don't know if they can fix this first thing in the morning and then kind of have it ready before midday or 10 a.m. I mean, if it was 10 a.m., we could probably still continue on as planned. If not, I did look, and this hotel is available again for tomorrow night, so we could ask them to book it for another night. I mean, I don't want to panic and kind of go down there now and try and get it booked, because I think it'll be available. I mean, I'm sure we'd find somewhere, but I mean, it is a busy place. There's a lot of tourists. But I just don't want to panic book things yet, because in all likelihood we might get away and then maybe we can't make it to Cluj, but maybe we can make it to somewhere else. Maybe we can make it to somewhere in Hungary, like on the border. There's Oradea in Romania. I think it's Debrecen or Debrecen on the border there. That's about a 6-hour drive. So I think we could, you know, there might be other places we can make it to, and it might be a bit silly to kind of, if it's not too late, to just carry on and then book somewhere else on the route. But if we do have to, we'll have to stay here, and then we'll probably have to rebook Cluj again, because I believe we can't cancel that booking now. That was the thing, really. Like, I think that one we couldn't even cancel, like, when we were in Berlin. So we were contemplating turning around and going home, before Mike stepped in and, you know, has been brilliant and helped us. You know, we were going to turn around potentially, and then, you know, we would have tried to get the car home. I mean, we thought it was transfer case at that point. So we thought, get the car home, and then maybe we can get someone to do something about it there. Hopefully we make it. But I mean, it still could be the transfer case. I mean, the car has always felt like it's a bit like, when you're at low speeds, there's a bit of like kind of, yeah, like slippage or judder or something. There's something, but it's always had that, and I don't think that's changed. So maybe that's what BMW were detecting, that maybe that's the early failing of a transfer box. I don't know. But the point is the wheel bearing, I think, is definitely a problem, and we need to probably do both sides just to be sure. And we've no idea what it's going to cost either. So, yeah, hopefully we will be able to get on our way tomorrow, but we might have to rebook here and then work out another plan for the rest of the journey. But, yes, not a bad hotel room. Everybody's here in the room. Everybody's playing on tablets and stuff. You know, I've got a big double bed, probably a bit smaller than the Berlin one, isn't it? We've got this single bed here. In Berlin we had like almost like a king size bed and a double bed, and that was quite good. So I slept in the double bed. This single bed, it's probably just about big enough for me to fit in it. And Emily, Chloe and Rachel have been in this bed. We have got a TV, which is quite a small TV compared, again, the Berlin one was like a kind of newer, bigger 4K screen, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. You know, it seemed quite good. It's almost like they probably had one on the wall, it got damaged, and then they probably just put a, you know, freestanding TV in that one. Yeah, there's filtered water, so they give you like a water jug, and there's filtered water from a machine on the floor. You know, on this floor, every floor has like a filtered water machine, a bit like a bottled water type machine, but I think it might be plumbed in. But from what we can tell, it's perfectly safe to drink the water here in Krakow anyway, so you can buy from a thing. I just want to show the bathroom that Emily's probably about to want to use. Yeah, so you've got like, you know, a good shower. Actually, there's probably a better shower than Berlin, isn't it? The toilet there, give you plenty of toilet roll, towels, all that. We've had no issues. The shower has been absolutely fine, hot, quite spacious in there. Just open that up. They give you, you know, they've changed the towels today and stuff, so no issues at all. Yeah, really good. Yeah, it's been a really good, and they give you shower gels and stuff. Well, it's one like kind of all-in-one body shower gel hand wash type thing. We brought the washing up liquid, but yeah, it's a pretty good bathroom really. They gave us 2 key cards so we could leave the power on for charging things, that kind of thing. And yeah, the rooms are really tidy. Yeah, can't complain. All we got to do now is get the car sorted, and hopefully we'll be on our way, and hopefully we won't be delayed, but probably will. I have just dropped the car off at the garage, just round the corner behind me, this way I think, yeah. It's just down round that street down there. The guy seemed pretty friendly, pretty nice, and spoke a bit of English. He is going to, I mean, he spoke English well enough for me to like kind of explain the problem to him. He's going to have a look at it, but he said that, like, you know, he should be able to get it all done by 5 p.m. tomorrow, but possibly maybe 2 or 3 hours earlier. I don't know if he's going to like check that it's definitely that problem. We're pretty confident that that's what it is. Like, a wheel bearing on the right hand side, and we're going to have the left hand one done as well, I think, just in case, because it's making some kind of ringing noise. So anyway, I'm now going to try and find the tram stop, which I believe is here somewhere. And then I'm going to head back. I've been really lucky because it has been pelting down with rain here, you know, for a couple of hours now, and it was really heavy, even like, you know, weather warnings and stuff. So the fact that it's like stopped now enough for me probably to go and find the tram and then like head back to the hotel. I think I've got to get on a number 50 tram. I've got to see if I can actually find this tram. It doesn't actually look like what I thought it would here. But yeah, I'm going to go and find this tram. I think it may be further up the road. I might be walking the wrong direction, so yeah, I'm going to go and find the tram stop. But yeah, the car's all dropped off, and hopefully it'll be done by 5 p.m. tomorrow at the latest. Obviously that's going to be a bit of a pain. We may have to rebook the hotel for another night, so let's see. I mean, I'll wait till I get home, well, back to the hotel, discuss it with Rachel, but I expect she won't want to leave, I think, after midday, and it probably isn't the best idea. So I don't know. I mean, if we left at like say 2-3 p.m, yeah, we could probably only really get to Hungary for maybe quite late in the night. So let's see how we feel. We might have to stay an extra night in Krakow and then kind of work out if we can move our booking with you know, with the next place. But anyway, I need to speak to Rachel about that, try and discuss with what the best options are. It might be possible to move the booking, I don't know. But he's saying that it should be finished by 5. Yeah, so the car garage was down around the corner there. He was already there when I got there. I'm guessing that, you know, he can't do it tonight because he can't get the parts. So anyway, I've got to try and find this tram stop. I think it's ahead of us, actually, I think. But anyway, basically I'm gonna go and try and find the tram stop and then make my way back, but luckily it's not raining. Okay, I managed to find the tram in the end. Unfortunately I jumped on the wrong direction, and then the card machine wouldn't work to buy tickets, so I had to sort of, when it got to the end of the line, which wasn't very far, it was only a few minutes away, the train driver, I think, or tram driver, sorry, came up to me and was trying to help me buy the ticket, but it didn't work. So I had to go on to use a machine out on the like the platform, and luckily that same tram was going all the way back into Krakow, into the centre. So, and amazingly it was dry the whole time that happened, and then it tipped down on the tram and it was absolutely hammering down. Luckily it sort of stopped enough that it was walkable to the mall from the tram stop. So now I'm going to go and see if I can find some supplies for tonight, just like a beer for the stress, and also try and find some other stuff. But a lot's changed here since we were here like 13 years ago. The shops are no longer really open on a Sunday. Everything was open really late, like even big supermarkets before, and now they're not. So ChatGPT, my old trusted friend, has told me that there is a Biedronka sort of smaller supermarket that is open inside the train station. So I'm going into the train station and I'm going to see if I can go and find that, and then once I've done that I'm going to make my way back to the hotel. So anyway, now I need to work out where this is, because I think I think I'm walking up to the platforms, but I need to find the main like station building, I think. So anyway, yeah, I'm sort of trying to remember how this whole place works, and obviously there's always loud announcements. But we had loads of great adventures from this place. We went to all places like Vienna, Prague, Budapest, all places like that. So I've got a feeling I've got to walk back a different way, because I don't think this is into the main station. This is like the platforms. Anyway, I'm going to head back, try and find a Biedronka, which apparently exists here, but ChatGPT can be unreliable. But yeah, we had great experiences from here. You know, night trains all over Europe. So it's a shame not to be going on one, but don't think I'd fancy it in this weather, to be honest. Right, gonna go and find a Biedronka. Okay, so I think ChatGPT has gone wrong again, because I just tried to walk down to the main station entrance area, and the guy said, "Oh, it's a private area down there." So it used to be the way into the station. I think quite a lot's changed here. But anyway, he said he doesn't know anything about a Biedronka in there, so we're gonna have to look around somewhere else, basically. Maybe inside the mall there will be some sort of small convenience store, I don't know. Failing that, I thought I saw one across from the hotel. But yeah, that doesn't sound like there's one. It did sound a bit strange to me. I'd never seen one before, and I just think it probably would have been in the mall. But there is a big Carrefour in the mall, but that's not open on Sunday. Well, not on this Sunday. Apparently one Sunday a month is open, but not this Sunday. So Poland's kind of more in line now with Vienna and Germany, where things don't really stay open on oh, hang on, there might be something down this way, because it looks like there's a, yeah, it looks like I can see some sort of supermarket sign, which is up here. Again, this could be a complete ruse, but yeah, things have changed quite a bit, and yeah, it was very different like 13 years ago or something when we were here, so a lot has changed, and I just hope I can now find my way back to the mall. It turns out that ChatGPT was not crazy after all. It does look like there's some form of Biedronka here. I just didn't go to the right place. I can't actually see an entrance at the moment. That looks like it will be open, but I'm gonna have a look around. Ah yeah, looks down here actually. Looks like there is an entrance. I don't know, maybe there is, maybe there's not. I think that might be the mall. But anyway, I will try and find a convenience store. There should be a Biedronka open. It said it was exempt from Sunday trading hours or something, so let's have a look and see if it is open. Yeah, it does look like it is. Yeah, it looks like it's open. That looks like the exit. This looks like an exit. Okay, so this is the way in. So yeah, it is available, and it looks very busy because it's the only shop that's open. So yeah, I think I'm going to go and grab some beers. Right. Wish me luck. Okay, so it's completely changed here. Like it's a whole underground area now. I went in the Biedronka, but they don't sell beer apparently. I think it's like something to do with you can't sell it in train stations, and of course Sunday. So yeah, it's totally changed all the rules. I mean, I don't know if that rule existed before. I don't remember it. I'm sure I used to take, you know, beer on the trains even. So yeah, it's all changed, and it's kind of crazy because that shop was absolutely packed with people. So basically, enough people that would definitely go to that other shop. So the massive shop that's upstairs, that's now closed, those people need that shop. So I don't know whether you agree with the rules or not, but there's obviously a massive demand for people to use the shops, and they can't use the shop. So yeah, it's obviously the law is having a sort of effect, and you know, there's a lot of people that need stuff doing on a Sunday. So whether it's a good effect or not, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm back in the mall. I'm now gonna see if I can go for plan B and just see if the one that I saw across from the hotel is available. If not, maybe even the hotel might sell some. Anyway, I'm gonna head out into the rain again. Okay, we're in the Galeria Krakowska Mall. It's the next day from when I dropped the car off to the garage. I haven't heard anything from the garage yet. It's about 20 past 10 in the morning, so perhaps they haven't got to it yet, or perhaps they're just going to message us when it's done with the price. I don't know. I was hoping they would message a bit earlier so that we could get maybe the cash out of the cash machine for it, because I don't know whether they'll want to be paid in cash. I presume they will. Yeah, so we are basically now waiting to hear news from the garage, but we did manage to book the hotel for another night, so that's been done. So we're staying again tonight here, and we have managed to move our accommodation dates in Cluj, so we can arrive a day late into Cluj, so that's really good. So they've allowed us to basically turn up a day late and be a day later, so that's really good. So yeah, we're basically we're getting on, and I think we're basically going to be we're going to be there, you know, we should be only a day late to where we're going in Bulgaria, but yeah, we're sort of on track even if it's a day late, but we have got accommodation sorted for the night. And also you know, the guy in the garage said it will be finished by 5 today, so it should be finished today, hopefully. But yeah, we can't be 100% certain of that, obviously, so hopefully throughout the day we will get more information, but it's quite early in the morning, it's only 20 past 10, so it's possible that we won't hear anything until, like, say, midday or after. So yeah, anyway, we're just sat in the mall, got a drink. Rachel's got some tea, fused tea or whatever it was called. Chloe's playing with her card that we got in Berlin, which is it was like free coffee at the BMW, wasn't it? The BMW garage gave us they were quite nice actually. They gave you like 4 of those cards or something, didn't they? You know, didn't have to. I mean, we didn't pay them anything to look at the car. Emily is playing around with a map and making lots of drawings and stuff. Not a bad mall. There's quite a lot in here. There's a KFC, some sort of fish restaurant called North Fish, salad bar, doner kebab place, Subway, the American restaurant, and a McDonald's. So yeah, pretty good mall. There's a lot to do, and it's very close to the hotel. The hotel's pretty much next to it, maybe like one building between. So it's not far to get across between the two. Chloe's going crazy, unfortunately. What's the matter? She wants a drink, I think. Give her a little bit of it then. Anyway, yeah, it's tea. It's not going to hurt her, is it? It's only a small amount. Anyway, yeah, it keeps her quiet. Anyway, yeah, so we are getting along, I think, and we'll see if we hear anything else later on today. Okay, I have just heard back from the garage. The car is ready. It's quite a shock really, because it's like, I think about 11 in the morning. Yeah, so just before 11 I heard that it was done, and he wants 1650 zloty, so it's about right. I think it's like 300 odd pounds, maybe 350, with like transaction charges and stuff, so that's pretty good. So I'm now going to brave the rain. It's looks pretty wet out there. Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty wet. The tram stop's only at the other end over there, so I'm going to go and grab a tram, hopefully can buy a ticket from the stop. I'm going to head back to him and get the car back. Okay, I'm back in the room at the hotel. The car I picked up went to the garage. The guy seemed a bit pushy, like, oh, when are you coming, when are you coming? But that's fine. The car does sound normal again to me, so I didn't detect the noise that we were hearing before, so it looks like he's done a good job of it. So and I was trying to listen out for ringing as I was going past walls and things. It's a bit difficult because it's raining, it was quite a lot of traffic, but I couldn't detect any ringing. Might be a tiny bit of squeaking, but I wonder if that's to do with like new bearings being put in, and you know, maybe they need to like settle. I don't know. I know nothing about what goes on. I mean, it could have been nothing. It could have just been the brakes. Who knows? But it definitely felt pretty good driving. I didn't feel like there was any vibrations actually. I didn't feel like there was any. Yeah, it felt good to me. So it fit. I think he's done it, and well, he's definitely done something because the park brake warning was on, because our park brake's not working either, annoyingly. But whenever somebody messes with the car, that warning comes back up, and I can reset it using my little Foxwell tool, and it just then doesn't come on unless you mess with the brakes. So I think he will have. I think it only happens if you disconnect the battery or if you do something, diagnostics or whatever. So I reckon that he has done it and it all seems fine. So yeah, really good. We just went down and sorted out the booking for today. We were told by the guy it was fine, but the lady at the desk said, oh, your cards won't work on the door because they will have expired. So I gave him the cards and basically I paid them for tonight, and so we should be all set for tonight again. Madly, we probably could have left for where we were going, couldn't we? It was about 12 o'clock. We probably would have got there quite late though. And but yeah, the car got done really quite quickly. So I mean, if I'd maybe got an Uber there instead of a tram, picked up the car, got back to here and picked everybody up, we could have maybe moved on, but we'd already sort of anticipated based on what he'd said that it might take till 5, and we were a bit like, well, we don't want to be trying to last minute book everything at that stage, and so we thought we needed to tell the next accommodation that we wouldn't be coming and that could we delay a day, and they agreed to that already. So so that's great. So really the only thing this has cost us is the 350 or 60, round about that 300. It's a pretty good price, I think, for 2 wheel bearings. So it's cost us about 350, 60, I'm not sure, in between that. So yeah, £350 up to £360, and an extra night in the hotel, which is about £74. So not the end of the world, I'd say. What do you reckon, Rach?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah, so... And we get another night to spend in this lovely wet environment that is outside. So, I mean, actually, it might have brightened up a little bit. No, it's still sort of raining out there. But yeah, it has been terrible weather. I mean, we were lucky yesterday morning we managed to get out. But come the afternoon, it was just pelting down with rain. I was lucky to be able to drop the car off and it was dry. But after that, it just absolutely tipped down. I got soaked on the way back. And yeah. Anyway, so we're going to try and make the most of it. Hopefully, it might be a bit sunnier further on in the route. So when we get into Romania, that kind of thing, hopefully it'll be better. But we're still going to be able to stay in Cluj and see Cluj, which we really wanted to do. So yeah. A big thanks to Mike again, because he did a great job finding somebody for us and then contacting them and negotiating a fix. So yeah, wouldn't have been able to have carried on without him really. We would have probably turned round in Berlin and gone back towards the UK because we thought it was transfer case. We thought that it was a bigger thing than what it was, and we thought, well, let's try and hobble home and it's not dangerous because it's just a transfer case. But in fact, it's quite dangerous because it was the wheel bearings. So, it could have been pretty catastrophic if the wheels had locked up and we'd gone flying into a car or a truck or something. Well, hopefully now we're all good and we can get on with our journey. We'll spend one more evening here. Hopefully the rain will sort of ease off maybe, and maybe even stop, and we can get out and see a bit more of Krakow tonight. I don't know, but we'll be able to get up, get some breakfast and get going pretty early tomorrow morning, maybe like 7:30, and then we should be earlier in Cluj than what we were probably planning to be. So yeah, a good result in the end. Yeah, and a big thanks to Mike from the Facebook groups that we're a member of in Bulgaria. I mean, they're just really amazing groups because they always help people out when they need. You know, if you're stuck or you need any kind of advice, especially about being in Bulgaria, they can really help you out. And it's the Northeast Bulgaria Help Group, is it called, Rach?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and Mike is from Expat Couriers, so if you do a search for him, you know, he does like you know, he moves stuff basically from the UK to Bulgaria or vice versa, I think, and probably everywhere else. So yeah, I've always seen him being rated really highly. Like every time, you know, you hear of a lot of dodgy people. There's a lot of expats that do other people over, but that guy I've never heard anything bad about. And to be honest, I think he's replied to messages when we've had issues before. And, you know, he's maybe not had to directly help us, but he was certainly really friendly and trying to say, oh, maybe you could go here, maybe you could look there. I think when we needed chocks, you know, for, again, our part brake not working on a different car, you know, he was like, oh yeah, you could try in Hungary, oh, there's some in this, you know, and he was giving us advice. He doesn't need to do any of this stuff, you know, it's no skin off his nose if he doesn't help, but he's a really nice guy, and I think I've always seen him helping people out on that group. So a really big thank you to Mike. And if you want anything moving, if you're thinking of relocating to Bulgaria, I think that's the person I would choose if you know, I always hear good things about him. So yeah, I hope that, you know, karma treats him kindly because he's really helped us out. So thank you very much to Mike, and yeah, we're going to hopefully continue our trip with no more dramas. So we've taken one last walk out and about in Krakow. We went to the market square and had a beer, and then back then we went and had a look at the castle. It's quite nice. And then we went down to the river and we went on a boat and had some beer on the boat, and then it started to rain a bit because it did actually clear up for a bit. It wasn't actually raining. Now it's stopped raining again, I think, or it's very, very, very low drizzle if it is raining. Now we're going to basically walk back up into the market square. We're going to get some souvenirs like magnets or something, something like that, because I don't think we've got any from when we were here before, like 13 years ago. So we've just lost that probably through all the moving to Bulgaria and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, basically we're getting on to the end of the day. We're going to stay here one more night, of course, and then tomorrow we'll be heading on, hopefully around about 7:30 to Cluj. So we don't want to be up too late. But yeah, it's been a nice trip, and we managed to get the car sorted, we think. So there's the castle up there, or part of the castle. It was pretty nice. So yeah, Krakow's a really cool place to come and see. Has got a lot more expensive though. We had a beer on the market square earlier, and it was like £5.70 or something. £5.70. I remember it being something like, I don't know, like I can't remember it being more than £1. I mean, maybe that's wrong, I don't know, but Rachel seems to think it was 15 zloty, which might be about, you know, I suppose that would be about £3, but I don't think it was even that much. I mean, back in those days, you know, £3 or £2 was like, you know, what the UK was getting to, I think. And so when we came over here and it was like £1.50 a beer, sort of what it can be in Bulgaria now, you know, you're kind of like, well, yeah. Anyway, there's a lot more tourists here. There's a lot more higher prices than what it was. The hotel's still reasonable price. I think the trams are the same price, for zloty for, you know, for a 20-minute ticket or whatever. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I don't know if that was any different. I think the pound is even stronger against the zloty now than what it was when we were here. So I don't know, but it has changed a lot in 13 years. Maybe not visually, but definitely pricely. Chloe's obviously going crazy for some reason behind. Anyway, we are going to head back up towards the mall, maybe get something to eat, and then we're going to go back to the hotel and kind of rest for the evening. Chloe's getting quite tired, as you can hear behind, and yeah, but at least we got to go back out again, because it was hammering down with rain for most of the day. When I went to pick the car up, it was really wet, so the car seems okay to me. I drove it back to the hotel and it seemed better. I mean, I couldn't really drive at any speeds, but I didn't hear any noises. So yeah, we're gonna head back up to the square, get some souvenirs, get something to eat, and then we'll get back and rest and get ready to get up in the morning and get going and get on our way to Cluj. Continue the trip. We're one day behind schedule, but it's not a big deal really. So yeah, we're just gonna have to yeah, that's fine. You know, we weren't, it didn't matter if we were one day late, I think. So anyway, we're gonna crack on.